Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is the end of the week, or I guess the start of the weekend, however you want to look at it. I hope that you guys had a great week. What are you up to this weekend? Let me know if you have any fun plans, if you'll be at home. I guess I need to do some cleaning. That's probably like the extent of my weekend. I have to take one of my dogs to the vet. But other than that, I don't have too much going on. I thought I would sit down and film a purchase or past video and chat with you guys about new makeup. Either it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, or brands are just releasing a lot of products because there are so many things to talk about in today's video. I kind of had to narrow it down. There are a ton of eyeshadow palettes, some high-end releases, some ColourPop releases, so I'll let you guys know what caught my eye. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts. I don't just say that. I honestly read through all of my comments. I love chatting with you guys, so let me know what you think about these products in the comment section below, and let's jump into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually something that I did get in the mail, but I wanted to mention it in today's video. Thompson, who is one of my favorite creators, actually collaborated with Sydney Grace to create a beautiful eyeshadow palette. This is the Tiny Marvels palette, and it comes with 15 gorgeous shadows. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I've kind of been playing around with it the past few days, and I'm so excited to use it in an actual video to show you how it performs because it is amazing. So I was so excited to see that she was releasing this palette. I actually haven't tried anything from Sydney Grace, but I've noticed that over the past few weeks, a lot of you guys have been recommending Sydney Grace eyeshadows because I've mentioned that I wanted to try some more indie brands, some different brands, just kind of see what's out there. So I always get recommendations to try their shadows. And I have to say, I am so impressed by the quality of this palette. I've really been enjoying like the pinkier tones, but I think for my video where I do a look, I might use some of the green shades. Let me know if there's something specific you guys want to see, but I had to mention this in today's video. This palette did sell out very, very quickly before I had the chance to film this video, but they're actually doing like a pre-order. So if you're interested in trying it, you can purchase it on the website. The palette retails for $52, and Mel does have a code with Sydney Grace, so I'll put that in the description box below so you can get a discount along with her original announcement video so you guys can hear about the inspiration behind the artwork and the palette and see one of her looks using the palette. So again, congratulations, Mel. I am so happy for you, and I will definitely do a video using this very soon. So Fenty is releasing a bunch of new products, so I thought I would touch on them and let you guys know which ones I'm thinking about trying and which ones I'll be skipping over. All of these products are available now at Sephora, so I'll put links below if you guys want to check out a specific product. There are two new Snap Shadow palettes. The first one is called Wine, and this one is a mix of neutrals with a pink and a purple, and then Money has a bunch of really pretty greens. Money is probably the most interesting palette they've done so far, in my opinion. That's the one that did catch my eye because I do love green shadows, and I think that one is really, really fun. If I needed a green palette, I might end up buying that one, but I do have a couple of green palettes. I have the Mel Cosmetics Smoke Sessions, and then I have two from ColourPop. This palette has some really pretty greens in it. These retail for $25 each. You get 6 shadows. That's not a bad price, and again, I do like the mini palette trend. I just feel like, again, I don't really need either one of these, so I'm going to skip over them. And then Fenty released some colorful mascaras, which I think are so much fun. I've never really been like a big colorful mascara fan. I haven't really tried any in a long time because I feel like a lot of the colorful mascaras that come out are so bright and intense, and there's like aquas and yellows, and when it comes to mascara, I definitely want my lashes to be dark, so I feel like a really good deep violet or a navy blue or even like a really intense green would be a fun way to add color to the lashes, but still get like the drama that I want. So Fenty did two. They did a really pretty green called Ivy League, and then also a burgundy called Miss Merlot, which I think I'll end up grabbing. This is their full frontal mascara formula, which normally retails for $24, and they do have like a standard black mascara, but these new colorful ones are minis, and they're $14 each. $14 is still a lot to spend for a mascara, but I feel like because these are colorful, I wouldn't end up using up an entire full-sized mascara. I would just kind of wear it on occasion to kind of work as an accent. So I do like the fact that they did minis, and I love pink eyeshadow. I love berries and burgundies, so I feel like the shade Miss Merlot would be perfect to kind of complement those looks. They do have a new shade in their Stunna lip paint. This is the color Underdawg, which is a gorgeous deep burgundy, kind of similar to the mascara. So these are $25 each. I keep saying that I'm going to try this formula. Right now I'm not purchasing a lot of lip products unless they're like tinted lip balms or just something sheer and comfortable because I'm not wearing as many lip products, so I don't feel the need to purchase like regular lipsticks or liquid lipsticks. So that's one reason I won't be purchasing this right now. The other reason is I feel like $25 for a liquid lipstick lipstick is so much. I mean, I guess it's not outrageous, but I feel like liquid lipstick is something that I don't wear often enough to justify an expensive price tag. My favorite liquid lipstick formulas are Ofra and Dose of Colors, which I think are up there. I mean, I believe they're under $20, but they're still kind of like high-end prices. But again, because I'm not wearing lipstick super often these days, I feel like I just can't justify spending the money on high-end lipstick. And I don't really even buy a lot of drugstore lipsticks these days. So I feel like I might, eventually end up trying this formula. It's just not something I'm in a hurry to grab. The last new product they're releasing is their Pro Kiss Lip Balm. So I think they had a clear version of this available, but they just released 3 tinted versions for $18 each. I guess I won't say that I won't ever splurge on a lip balm because I did purchase the Bite Beauty Agave Plus lip balm, which I love, but I feel like I have a couple of lip balms right now. I don't need to buy a new one, but the fact that they have tinted options does kind of make them a little bit tempting. I don't know what it is about tinted lip balms right now, but they're pulling me in. Anytime a brand releases like a tinted lip balm or a sheer lipstick, I want to buy it, even though I'm not wearing a lot of lipstick. So that is one thing that's holding me back. But I think I will add the shade Latte Lips or even Cocoa Drizzle to my loves list. And once I am wearing a lot of lip products again, maybe I'll buy one of those. I like the fact that they do have a hint of color. I can justify that a little bit more rather than paying that much for a clear lip balm. So speaking of lip products, Bite Beauty has a new set. I am kind of surprised that brands are releasing a lot of lip products right now. I mean, whenever I ask you guys like what makeup you're wearing, what makeup you're skipping, I feel like there are varied answers. Some people still wear a full face of makeup, some people skip makeup altogether, but most people are kind of skipping over new lip products. But a lot of these brands have probably had these products in their lineup for a while, so I'm sure they just kind of have to get them out, especially if the products were already created and made. So anyway, Bite Beauty is doing this set of lip crayons. You get 4 minis in throwback pink shades. But the matte lip crayons are nice. As far as matte lip products go, I like these because they stay in place well. Like they have really good longevity, but they're not as dry or uncomfortable as liquid lipstick. So I feel like I can stand having them on my lips longer than a liquid lipstick. So this set does come with 4 for $39. It's a $60 value. It is limited edition. I'm not super big on pink lip products. I have a few that I like, but 4 pinks would just be too much for me, so I won't be buying this. If you've been wanting to try the formula and you're buying lip products right now, it is a nice set. I think it's cute. Okay, so let's chat about some new ColourPop releases. ColourPop is back at it with some gorgeous collections. We didn't see a lot from ColourPop for a while because they did have to shut down for a few months. So again, I kind of wonder if all of these collections were kind of in the works. I'm sure they were, and I feel like they kind of have to get them out if they've already created them and manufactured them. So let's start with the Garden Variety collection. I did get some of this collection in the mail as PR. I don't know if I got all of the products. I'm planning on doing like a ColourPop roundup because I have been testing out some of their new products as well as some Fourth Ray Beauty products. So I want to come back and let you guys know which ones I think are worth the money and which ones aren't. So stay tuned for that video. So the first thing is this Garden Variety eyeshadow palette, which comes with 15 shadows. It does retail for $20. It's been a while since we've seen one of these 15 pan palettes. I'm usually a big fan of the 9 pan palettes. I just did a video sharing my 9 pan palette collection from ColourPop, and I just kind of talked about all the products. I think I swatched, did I swatch all of them? I think I swatched all of them because I was kind of debating whether or not I should, and I thought it would be helpful. So I'll link that video below if you want to check it out. But I like the 15 pan palettes because you really get a good mix of shades. And in here you get some neutrals, purples, corals, a green. I am looking forward to testing this one out because it has quite a few shades that I love to wear. I've seen a few reviews on this palette and everyone seems to love it, so it does sound really promising. So I will put that one to the test. There are 4 pressed powder blushes, 4 luxe lip oils, and 4 Jelly Much eyeshadows, and they all retail for $8 each. And then they did some bundles with like a luxe lip oil and a blush for $15. Those are really cute. If I hadn't have gotten these products in the mail, I probably would have picked up one of those duos because I have been wanting to try out the luxe lip oils. I've heard they're very, very sheer, but what's nice about lip oils is they kind of serve a dual purpose. They look pretty on the lips, but they also leave your lips really hydrated. Okay, I had to take a quick break to help take the dogs out and feed them. It is such a process process. We have 3 pugs now, and a lot of you guys have been asking how Coco is doing. Coco is our 12-year-old pug that we adopted about a month ago. I can't believe it's been a month. It's going so well. I feel like he is finally feeling at home. He's so happy, and he's just the cutest little thing. So anyway, let's kick it back up with the new ColourPop Candyland collection. So ColourPop did announce this collection the other day, and I think it is so cute. Candyland just reminds me of childhood, and at first I didn't really get the hype surrounding like a lot of their throwback collections. So they did Sailor Moon, they did My Little Pony. I know they've done some other ones, but I think that's because those collections in particular weren't things that I really was into when I was younger, but Candyland was like my favorite game. I remember playing it so often, and even now if like one of my nieces asks me to play, or if, you know, my cousins when they were a little bit younger would pull it out, I would get so excited because I just love the game. So now I get the hype surrounding like a throwback collection finally. So this is cute. They kind of put a pastel spin on it with the exception of the Super Shock blushes, which are pretty vibrant. So they do have 3 different Super Shock blushes for $8 each. They kind of have like that fun tie-dye look to them. And then they did 3 different glowing lip balms for $9 each. I know I keep saying I'm not buying a lot of lip products, but I'm kind of excited to try these. You know what? I might actually try these instead of the Fenty lip balms because these are a lot more affordable, and it is a new formula. So it's supposed to be a hydrating tinted lip balm that adds moisture with a pop of glossy color. They also did this super cute roller lip gloss based on my favorite character from the game, Princess Lolly. I loved her little like lollipop land, and I love the fact that this is a roller gloss. I have like this distinct memory from when I was little, sneaking into like my older cousin's room and stealing her roll-on lip gloss and just applying it over and over. It's a sheer cherry red. There's only one color, but I think I'll try to grab that too. There's a face milk set for $22, a cute little loose highlighter and puff for $15. I love this collection. I think it's so adorable. The last thing is the Candy Castle eyeshadow palette for $18. So this comes with 10 different shadows. I do have some other like pastel themed palettes and eyeshadows that I feel like are good for me, so I don't feel like I have to have this palette. Oh shoot, okay, so this is available today. You know what? It probably already sold out. I'm filming this video on Thursday and it's going up on Friday. So if anything is available, I'll link it in the description box below. The website won't even load, so that's not a good sign. Ooh, okay, so the glowing lip balms are still available. There's actually only one Super Shock blush sold out. I'm filming this at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I feel like within the next few hours more products will sell out, but hopefully by the time this video goes live, there are still things available, but I'm definitely planning on picking up a few things. I should probably take a break to order them in case they do sell out, but I just think it's an adorable collection. Okay, let's talk about some other fun eyeshadow palettes. So Juvia's Place, Ace Beauty, and Colored Raine are all releasing gorgeous palettes. All 3 of these brands are Black-owned beauty brands, and they do some of the most gorgeous, intense, like richly pigmented palettes that I've seen. So I think I might end up picking up one of these as my August palette. I haven't made my mind up yet, so I would love to hear your input if you guys have tried any of them. Let's start with Juvia's Place. They released 3 new mini eyeshadow palettes for $14 each. Each palette comes with 6 different shades. So again, I love the mini palette trend. I feel like it's a nice way to refresh my collection without adding a ton of product. And I do love Juvia's Place, their formula, especially their metallic formula. So the Sweet Pinks palette has some bright, vibrant pink tones, which is really fun. The Taupes palette has a mix of nudes in mattes and shimmers, and then the Mauves palette is just like a fun purpley pink palette with a few browns. Honestly, the Taupes palette is really calling my name. It's been a while since I've purchased a new Juvia's Place palette, but I always enjoy the palettes that I do have. And I feel like I have a lot of really colorful Juvia's Place shadows, but not as many like toned down neutrals. So I kind of love this one. I think the colors are pretty. There's a good mix between shimmers and matte shadows. And again, I haven't decided on my August palette yet, so I might go with this one or I might go with one of the other 2 that I mentioned. But out of the 3, that is the one that I would probably consider the most, just because I feel like I would get a lot of use out of it. I've been wanting to try a Colored Raine palette for a long time. This is their new Juicy Boost collection, which I just love. I think it is so fun, so perfect for summertime. And it's kind of interesting. They did the same palette in 2 different packaging options. So each palette comes with the same exact 18 shadows, but it's laid out a little bit differently. So you can purchase it in like a larger typical palette packaging, or as like 2 mini palettes in a little book style. I thought this was kind of fun, and I like that they're giving the customer the option to choose, because some people prefer like that flat packaging. Some people like something, you know, a little bit more compact, although I do feel like the palette with the 2 minis is probably a little bit bulkier, but I just kind of think that's a fun touch and really interesting. I'm kind of curious to know which one sold more. Actually, is this available yet? The collection is launching on Friday, the day that this video is going up. So both of these will be available for $52 each. Which one would you guys choose? Like, even if you're not into this palette, would you pick like the book style or like the flat, regular style palette? I usually love mini palettes, and 9pan palettes always call my name, but I kind of like the flat, regular palette packaging a little bit more in this case, because the other one's in like a book style. So I feel like that would end up being a little bit bulkier, but the shadows in here are pretty. There are just a bunch of super intense, bright, colorful tones. The only thing holding me back about this palette is the fact that it comes with 15 matte shadows and then 3 of what they're calling high intensity reflect dazzlers. I usually prefer more shimmers than mattes. I know that I'm kind of like the opposite in this way. A lot of people prefer for their palettes to have a lot more mattes than shimmers, but I just love shimmer shadows. So I feel like if it had at least like an equal amount of shimmer and mattes, that would be a little bit more appealing to me, but you mainly get matte shadows in here. I definitely want to try colored Raine at some point this year, so if I don't buy this palette, I will pick up one of them. There's another palette that a lot of people recommend. It's like their Queen of Hearts palette, so I might go with that one. But this one is fun. I haven't been wearing a lot of like super intense colorful eyeshadow lately, so I feel like this would kind of bring back my love for color. I kind of wish it had a few more shimmers in it. So it is gorgeous. I might go with that one. I might go with the Juvia's Place one, or I might go with this Ace Beauty one. You know what? I can never figure out how to pronounce this brand name, so I'm going to look it up. Okay, I'm on their Instagram and it says that it's pronounced Ace Beaute, so that's what we're gonna go with. This new Ace Beaute Nostalgia palette is available now for $38.99. It comes with 15 different shadows, and again, it's a really intense, vibrant, colorful palette, and I love it. I feel like this is kind of making me want to pull out some of my colorful shadows again. Again, the only thing about this palette is that it looks like it only comes with 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes. Don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have like some good colorful matte shadows, but I do feel like I have some. Sometimes colorful matte shadows can be patchy or uneven, so I think it's cool they're doing a lot of really intense, vibrant, colorful shades, but I just want more shimmers. I love colorful shimmers. I love wearing them all over the lid, so I wish there were a couple more shimmers in here. Their shadows are super intense, very, very vibrant. They blend well. They're really pretty. I do like the metallics a little bit better than the mattes, but either way, I think their quality is nice. So I don't know, I'm kind of like stuck in this neutral phase right now. I do have like a little bit of a colorful shadow on right now, but I haven't been wearing super intense colorful tones a lot lately. So I feel like it would be fun to add this palette to my collection, or maybe the colored Raine one. I'm kind of leaning toward the colored Raine palette because I haven't tried anything from the brand, but I do think any one of these 3 palettes would be a fun addition to my collection. Obviously, the Juvia's Place palette is a lot different than the other 2. Dominique Cosmetics released a fun new product. These are liquid shadows. There are 6 different shades. They retail for $20 each, or you can buy the bundle for $96. I think as far as liquid shadows go, she created some really pretty colors. The shade Electric Soul and then also the shade Pretty Wild are so much fun. I'm kind of intrigued by them. I kind of want to test them out, but I think I need to hold off because I just kind of decluttered my liquid eyeshadows and I ended up getting rid of quite a few. Actually, I kept quite a few, but I did get rid of the ColourPop Supernova shadows, which expired, and I feel like liquid shadows just don't last as long as powder shadows. Now that I've decluttered and I have products left that I think I'll use, I think I'll focus on using those before adding new ones to my collection. And as much as I kind of go through phases where I love liquid shadow, and I'm kind of in one of those phases right now, I got a few of the new e.l.f. liquid shadows, which have been so good and so beautiful. I don't feel like I need to buy a lot of full-sized liquid shadows. I have some in my collection, I just don't need them, but I do think she created some really, really beautiful colors. The last thing I wanted to touch on is this new Hourglass blush. Hourglass makes my favorite blush formula. Their ambient lighting blushes are so beautiful. They're so subtle, but they give your cheeks like a healthy, natural glow, but not a glow in a shimmery way. They have like this light reflecting powder in them. They're so good. They are expensive, don't get me wrong, but if I had to get rid of all of my blushes and keep one formula, that is the formula I would keep. I'm wearing one today. I can't remember the color. It's like a a blue toned light pink. I'll write it in the description box below. But anyway, they're coming out with a new shade. This one is called At Night, and it is stunning. It's a really pretty, kind of like a red tone. I haven't seen any swatches yet, so I don't know exactly what it's going to look like on the skin, but in the pan, it's gorgeous. Now, I don't think I'll be buying this one because I don't typically wear like a lot of red toned blush. I just like more of a subtle blush color overall, but it's nice to see that they are expanding the shade ranges and adding something a little bit deeper. I hope they do that with their bronzers and their finishing powders as well. I feel like Hourglass is a brand that definitely needs to work on their shade ranges. And, you know, Hourglass is great. Their products are amazing, but I think because the powders are already so subtle, it would definitely be nice to see some deeper options. They're also doing a lip oil and a lipstick in the same shade as well. So if you guys like that shade, that will be available on August 20th at Sephora. Okay, I feel like I've been talking forever, so that is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below if there are any products you'll be skipping over or buying. I would love to hear from you. But otherwise, I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.